Okay, let's record from here. Let me write down the.
Now I see your planning. I'm seeing the planning that we have shared before.
Yes, I know. I'm just downloading on my desktop your jobs, how to
Mamma mia.
and tourism. What do you say, mamma mia? Come on. Be positive, except for that for COVID, you have to be very positive. Not for
Usually I
good.
am positive. Usually
Yeah.
I'm positive.
Yes, I know you're
But
good.
when I find some difficulties, such as the essay or perhaps the article or the report, I depress. I am
I feel
devastated.
depressed.
I feel depressed.
Yeah, you feel, but you don't have to.
Probably after the essay, I will choose to do the email. So if you want to concentrate the exercises on email, I prefer.
That's
Because
perfect.
I
That's
am used
perfect.
to you. I am used to do the email.
Yeah,
With,
that's it. That's what I suggested to you. Okay. Okay, let me share this. Okay, let's start with the community service. Do you agree that community service works better than fine? According to the law, everyone that commits why don't you put who if is related to a person? Better. It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
I know.
Probably
I know.
they are not going to correct you, but I'm correcting even, you know, the very small things. According to the law, everyone who commits a crime must be punished. Yes, this is my opinion too. Probably it could be better if, this is an if, I suppose.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, typing error. If they should be employed for community service instead of paying a fine. In which way could they give benefits to the society? Yes. First of all, paying a fine could be a simple solution and would not solve the problem. And it, okay, let me put it here. Yeah. And it would not solve the problem.
Okay.
Yes. Whereas to oblige the wrongdoers, the wrongdoers is not bad. It's not bad. Wrongdoers for a long period. No, to stay for a long period.
Okay.
You can. So you don't need all this to stay for a long period.
Without comma. So without comma.
Without
right?
comma, to stay for a long period. To serve.
It's not correct to say at the service of society.
It's not very used. To serve the society.
Could be considered a mistake.
It's redundant.
Okay.
I have to stay for a long period to serve the society. That's much more direct.
Okay.
But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Obviously, without any charge. Actually, the charge is what you pay. You mean without any money to earn?
Okay.
Because the charge is what you paid, not what you earn.
Okay.
So how could you say instead of charge?
Without money, without taking money, without being paid.
Without
taking payment.
Okay, if you
without payment.
No, payment is what you do.
Okay.
It's not what you receive.
Okay.
You can say without.
Or without receiving without any money.
Yes, without receiving money.
Receiving money.
Without. without receiving money or without earning money.
Earning money.
But if the word earning is not coming up, without receiving or getting or taking,
okay,
anyone is correct.
Okay.
Receiving money, it could be more useful. It, don't forget the
subject.
Okay. It can be more useful. For example, who kill their relatives ought to take care of old people in the nursing homes.
This is my idea, eh? It's an idea.
Actually, the community service is not used for big crimes, but just for small crimes.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
And which crimes do you consider?
For example, stealing something or you know, fighting with somebody, hitting somebody, but killing is considered a severe crime and usually is not included in the community service.
Okay.
But let's see the idea. For example, who killed their relatives, how to take care of old people in the nursing home. Yes. Which one? In nursing homes, because you are not talking about any particular ones.
Exactly. This is
okay,
common.
Yes, common. In nursing homes,
okay.
They have to spend their free time. They should spend because it's your opinion. So it's not something that they must do, but in your opinion, you think that they should.
Okay.
Even here, have to is not wrong, but it's not expressing your opinion. They should spend their free time and their efforts to guarantee assistance to people who live in a condition in difficult condition. Why? In a condition of difficulty. Try always to avoid this but try to just put on the other way around the difficult condition. Okay. And there is not necessary. What do I do? No, sorry, I did it wrong.
No, you have to go down.
Yes.
There.
In.
Condition.
Okay. Difficult conditions. And this one you don't need it, of course. Or who are at the end of their life. That's okay. It is a way to learn a lesson. Yes, always be not so decisive. You are just giving this could be a way. This is a way. It means that you're not giving low. You're giving opinions. Okay. So your opinion is just better. You use modals. Is better. Correct. But it's not just respecting your opinion. So you say it could be a good
way to learn a lesson.
Okay. Perfect. I think that helping out the society in which they live could teach them to improve their souls and to understand that they can be able and make a better. You're not improving your soul. You can improve their, I would say, how can you say it in another way? Because you're not improving.
And also, I don't know.
Could teach them to have better feelings, to improve their souls. I don't like it. You're not improving a soul. but you are taking care of your soul, could teach them to feel more empathy with others, for example, and to understand that they can be able to stay, to live, to act, not to make. They're not making a society, but they can live in or to be part of a better society.
Okay.
Okay, this is much more, you see, I think that helping out the society in which they live, try to avoid to repeat the same word too near in the same sentence. And for example, what could you put instead of society? I think that helping out the
environment, no.
No, think about it.
The world in which they live.
Why not?
You know?
In which they live. Could teach them to feel more empathy with others and to understand that they can be able to be part of a better society.
Okay. Would you mind to memorize this one and to send me back?
Sure. Even let's see how many words are they. 194. Perfect. You see, even without cancelling something more, that's perfect. Okay. Okay, let me just close this. Okay, because I have to renew. Okay. And let's get into the other one. That wasn't bad. Was good, was it?
Because you don't know what I have written before. I
don't care. I don't care. This is part of your growth. What is happening? I don't care actually. If this is a product of your brain, that's perfect. That's very good. That's very good. Yeah. Second one, tourism. Do you think adventure tourism in an explored part of the world should be encouraged? Correct. This last year's trend of tourism is toward a different kind of trips.
Of trips, niente, io il
Yeah,
plurale...
te lo perdi, lo lascio fuori. Perché sei una persona esclusiva. Okay, even without abandoning travel guides that are a valid tool, if they are a valid, here is too much. If they are, okay, okay, that's good. You see by yourself, but this is something that you will get it when you're going to reread, because now you know what you have to be careful. All the S, okay, that are valid tool to move around the world. Many people who have already traveled all over the world now are looking for, oh, that's so long, it's very long period. Travel all over the world now are looking for new destination, even if this can involve a less comfortable stay. A less comfortable stay.
Trips. Oh, journey.
No, less comfortable way of staying, I would say. Okay. But let's leave it stay. Because stay is just referred to the accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is what I intended.
Okay, that's perfect, sir. So let me see, because it's very long. In this last year, travel tourism is toward the different kind of trips.
Mm.
Okay, perfect. Even without abandoning travel guides that are who.
Why? Well, who is referred to a person. Guides is not the person, the guide, but the guide, the book guides. So
No, travel guides, they are the people.
No,
You mean the
yes,
books?
Yes, I mean the books. Lonely Planet, là come how do you call it?
Yeah.
I intended this one.
Yes, okay. I intended something different, but it doesn't matter. An abundant travel guide are valid, a valid tool to move around the world. So you have to put a comma here, because that are a valid tool to move around the world is something that is explaining what travel guides are.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to put within 2 commas. Even without abandoning travel guides that are valid tools to move around the world, many people who have, without here you don't need it, the comma.
Okay.
Many people who have already traveled all over the world are now.
No, comma is not there. It's not possible to put now.
Are now
looking. Right.
Are now
looking.
Okay. Looking for new destinations.
Okay.
Comma. Here the comma. Even if this can involve a less comfortable stay. They are not involving. I would say instead of can involve, I would say could mean. Could mean a less comfortable stay. Okay?
Mean, what is the meaning of the meaning? What do you mean about it?
The meaning. What do you mean? The meaning. Could mean. Potrebbero significare, no?
Okay.
Tourism is not only a medicine for all of us, comma, because it can cure depression and get the possibility to know different culture and lifestyles.
But it is also too important.
Brava!
It is also too important.
Because you see, if you read it by speaking, rileggilo e riascoltatelo nelle orecchie, perché vedi come lo trovo subito. But it is also too important. It's too, that means that it's not good to be important. Too means too much. But it's not too much. It's very important.
It's very important.
Or is also important. It's also very important. But too is just on the opposite meaning. It's also important for the economy of each country. Again, this of. How could you take instead?
For the country economy.
For each
country's economy.
Brava. Country. Sorry. Economy.
Okay.
Perfect. Anyway, to travel in an unexplored part of the world could be risky if we are not followed by local guides. Vedi che qui guide lo metti con i 2 significati? Allora, come fai a far capire al lettore quando intendi un libro e quando intendi le persone?
Maybe in the first part I could write abandoning book travel book guides or
Yeah,
books. Travel book guides.
travel book guides. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
In this case, because people they are reading that they could probably do not know anything about this. So you are explaining something that could be even interesting. Anyway, to travel in to, I would say, no, and that's okay. To travel in and explore a part of the world could be risky if you are not followed by local guides. 2 years ago,
This is a lie, this is not true.
It doesn't matter. I went in the forest in Borneo. Malaysia. It was exciting, but although the path was enough visible, I risked to lose myself. I would say 2 years ago, for example, because otherwise, how do you connect this sentence with this one?
Okay.
Here you say anyway, that is perfect because you say that is just a solution. So anyway, to travel along as guys, for example,
yes.
No.
If I put, for example, before 2 years ago, or between 2 years ago and comma, I went to the forest, it's just
That's
the same.
okay. It's the same, completely the same. 2 years ago, for example, I went to.
Yes, right.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't notice. I went to the Borneo forest.
Okay, two. You have lost two.
In Malaysia.
I went to two. I went to Borneo.
The Borneo forest in Malaysia. It was exciting, but although the path was visible enough. Okay, just put it here. I would say I sometimes, or I somewhere, maybe meglio. I somewhere risk to lose myself.
Okay.
I went to get, you're not losing yourself because it seems like your mind, but you to get lost.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I somewhere risk to get lost. Finally, adventure tourists should be encouraged. Finally, should be encouraged. But people who have to rely, to specialized organizations that can suggest exciting trips by letting them discover even the hidden part of the world in safety. In safety.
Right.
Yes. Okay, that's good. That's a very good one.
You have written a different things. Just in your example, you have written that the effect of tourism in the. But if
yes,
I put
because
my
it was
idea,
standard, because you got a more specific and a specialized idea, because this is your job. So you know very well what we're talking about. Usually people that the number is perfect. So even the length now you just are adjusting everything. So it's different what I was writing because it's a generic idea.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's very good. I would say it's very good. Okay, let me Antonella Torres and
the guidelines that you have given us are very, very useful. So I am
because
learning.
in this case, no, sorry, I didn't. I've done something. No, I didn't. No, this is Antonella was community service. No community, community.
Sì, con community.
Okay. Okay.
Here, where you have written, I went to Borneo.
Yeah.
I don't know, you lost the two.
Yes, you went to. Or I've been to. That's okay. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to send it to you later.
Okay.
Very good. Brava. Brava. So do not complain. Do not complain about yourself. You're not bad at all.
Do you want to see even the last one?
Yes, sure.
Are
you going to share it now?
No, I don't see anything. I only see your face now.
Yes, but where is the last one? I just have these two.
No, maybe in another email, because I have sent you.
Let me see. Oh, sorry.
I have sent you different email.
Sorry. Okay, how to. So I got, okay, the last one I got how to readily say essay samples, tourism. In this one, I got just these three
Science
attached. Then in the previous one, maybe. I don't have it.
No?
No.
Okay,
I got.
I will send you later.
Yes. How was the title?
Science.
Science.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't receive it.
Well, don't worry. I will send you later.
Sentences. Yes, I didn't receive it. Sorry. If you want to write it, to send it right now, but probably if you think that we are, it's taking too long.
No, I have sent you. It did three different later, but no, don't worry.
Okay.
Listen to me. I was trying to do by myself. This exercise on the book at page 117.
Our book, you mean?
Yes. I would like you to help me, because reading and use of English, if you want.
Page
117.
Okay. Living with tourism.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sharing with you. Okay.
I have found a lot of difficulties. It's simple for me to understand what I have read. There is no problem. But then I have difficulties to find that to put the letters.
The person.
Exactly. I have a lot of difficulties because, as you know, the questions are put in a different way. So
yes, of course.
Totally confused. I am confused. Completely confused.
Okay. Test 3. Okay.
May I start?
Test 3. Yes. Yes. Okay. So this is test 3, part 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me. I'm ready.
I can't be denied that tourism has attracted investment, which has certainly raised living standards here, but the cost and the other aspects have been extremely high. Take the effect on the environment, for instance. When my parents were younger, this used to be an area of fields and woods. But now everything is covered in concrete. And what is it that does it mean in concrete?
In concrete is the material, cemento.
Ah, ok. Okay.
Concrete è il cemento.
Okay.
Coperto dal cemento, you say covered in concrete.
Ok. Because to cover, regge in.
In questo caso sì, covered in.
Okay. The tourists themselves are not responsible for this. It is the construction companies, property developers, and the state agents who are to blame because they are the ones making all the money.
Yes.
They are all based in the big cities and they bring in their own people, so they hardly create any employment at all for local residents.
Ok.
Se portano i cosi non impiegano la gente locale.
Yes.
When I was growing up in my hometown, there was a path I used to walk along to go to school. And the last summer I went to see if it was still there. It was, but the view from it had changed completely.
Yeah.
Now there is a vast shopping mall with a cinema and cafes alongside. I don't actually mind that because it means there are lots more things to do. And I also like the fact that it has a really international atmosphere. It is good for local people to meet visitors from other parts of the world, try new kinds of food, and hear about different ways of life.
Can you just stop a moment? I have to do one thing.
Yes,
just
sure. Sure.
Sorry. Sorry, I forgot the fire on in the kitchen.
No, my God.
And now I could smell something. Oh, what is this
Burning.
smell? The vegetables. Fortunately, there was a lot of water, but they're okay. I just completely forgot.
Time.
Yeah, because usually during lunchtime I put it on, and then I just put it off before starting the lesson, but I forgot because my son was here. So when he's here, he says so many things. Okay. My nose is working at least. Okay.
I don't actually mind that because it means that there are a lot of more things to do. And I also like the fact that it has a really international atmosphere. It's good for local people to meet visitors from other parts of the world, try new kinds of food, and hear about different ways of living.
Yeah, very good.
Tourism has changed this town so much. Even in the years since I was at junior school. In those days, there was a football pitch near the harbor where we would kick a ball around, but it's gone now, which is a pity. In the harbor itself, luxury yachts owned by people from richer parts of the country have replaced the fishing boats,
Yes.
to the extent that there is now no sign of what used to be the main source of income and employment locally.
Yes.
In the evening, the town is certainly a lot livelier, but sometimes people start doing things they would never think of doing back in their own hometowns, and then the police have to be called.
Yes. Do you understand every single word of it?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good because there's a lot of vocabulary involved here.
I was just a child when tourists first took off here, and those incredibly ugly houses were built for summer visitors. The residents really should have protested about it. It was all the fault of the town council. Who is the town council?
The town council è il municipio.
Il municipio.
La municipalità anche. Per cui il comune.
Il comune. who only ever thought in the short term and seem to give planning permission to anyone who applied to build anything. Nowadays, there is talk of ecological tourism, but that's just a way of making people feel less guilty about the harm they are doing by making a few insignificant changes, such as reusing towels in the hotel rooms.
That's so true.
That's so. Vabbè, adesso ti faccio pure non consumare i towel, però nel frattempo hai distrutto l'ambiente, right?
Esatto, è quello che lei dice, che è un palliativo in pratica,
sì,
no?
Esatto, sì. I know some of new hotels and holiday apartment blocks are unattractive, and that the cafes, restaurant, and
The bars. You got cafe, bars, restaurant,
cafes,
yeah.
restaurant, and clubs that cater. I don't remember the meaning of cater.
Cater. You know the word catering. The catering
yes.
is what you do with the cater to cater to prepare food.
For tourists have changed the nature of the town, but without them, employment, particularly among the young, would be far worse than it currently is. So this catering gives jobs to the young people, right?
That's
I
it.
understood.
That's
okay.
it.
That's enough. That's though is as far as the economic benefits to the town go, as the only ones making any real money out of all these are the big tour operators and the owner of hotel chains, none of whom are actually based in this country. Also, very few tourists learn our language. I know it must be difficult for them because most of them are quite old, but it means there is a little communication between us and them. And now, the exercise.
Okay.
Mamma mia.
Okay.
This is a place they used to go as a child. Yusuf Demir just talks about the period in which just only one moment in which he was young, and he's talking about the path he used when he went to school. But
where?
Now,
I don't see it.
Demir,
Yes.
B.
Yes, but where?
When I was growing up, my hometown, there was a path I used to walk along to go to the school. So, anyway, he appreciated.
Yes, but that's it. Yes, he appreciated. That's it. So somebody doesn't.
A lot of them, more of them.
Yes, but there's one that is just expressing very clearly that.
Okay, ecco. Just only one moment, please.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Maybe Matt Walker.
It is Matt Walker.
But when you say that where in the arbor that was an area where you could play the ball.
No, here. In those days, there was a football pitch near the arbor where we would kick a ball around, but it's gone now, which is a pity.
Ok, sì.
Okay. Il suo campetto da calcio. Per cui è proprio sì, esatto.
States that tourism provides a considerable number of jobs for local people.
Questo anche l'ha detto espressamente. Anzi, facciamo così perché altrimenti non li vediamo tutti.
And I have the book, yeah? I have the book in front of me, so
okay.
there is no problem for me. Just now, Daniela Navarro.
Brava.
Because she has told that without them, unemployment, particularly among the young, would be far worse than it currently is.
Very good. Super.
Okay. which is local people had opposed to construction of certain holiday home. Trisha Chandra, the residents really shouldn't have, should have to protest, but they didn't protest it. So, ecco.
Yes, yes. Did well.
The activities are not responsible. The construction company sono property development. No. A short seem to give planning information to anyone not right to give anything. Would you mind to give me a little help, please?
Yeah, so you were on the right path. So claims that tourists has destroyed a tradition.
No, before.
Sorry. Which is local people had opposed the construction of certain holiday homes. You actually did it because you were on Trisha and you say the resident really should have protested about that.
So I have.
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay, that was
Yes, but you say, oh, this one, no, maybe. I was waiting for your last one, but that was perfect.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yeah, they.
Claims that tourism has destroyed the traditional industry.
Okay.
Yusuf Demir, probably, when claims no, because Yusuf is very happy about the change.
Brava,
so,
vai proprio a cercare la frase che lo dice e qui non l'ha trovata.
Non l'ha
Brava,
trovata, no.
bravissima. No. È proprio questo, devi trovare la frase giusta. Just One è uno solo che parla proprio di una fonte di guadagno locale.
The first one, no, because they are not locals, but the outsiders, the construction companies, property developers, and the state agents were blamed because they are the ones making all money. But they are based in the big cities, so they are not local. They are outside.
No, that's it. Lascialo se non ti senti sicura.
Ok.
Viene fuori poi.
Okay. Blames the tourist industry for spoiling the local countryside. Which is the meaning of spoiling?
Rovinare.
Okay.
Come i bambini, spoiled. Quando ti fanno lo spoiler è perché ti rovinano la sorpresa, no? Ti rovinano la cosa. Rovinare. I bambini viziati, ad esempio, è spoiled children.
Non sapevo.
Spoiled.
I didn't know.
To spoil, spoilt, spoiled.
Claims
47.
Oh, yes. In one of them, there is just the verb to blame. In one of these, what is it?
You see, yeah? A. Are to blame because they are the ones making the money.
No.
But I don't think it's in the
No,
same...
no. No, the first one is not because because Leonard says that the tourists themselves are not responsible for this. So
yes, the tourists. But what about the environment? What does it say about the environment?
The A?
Yes, because this part is involving the environment, doesn't it?
On the environment, for instance.
Yes, blames the tourist industry for spoiling the local countryside. That means the environment, the countryside.
So it's A.
So it's A. Everything is covered in concrete.
Okay.
All the countryside. Yes, it's A. Good.
Okay.
Very good.
Feels that the presence of people from other cultures benefits the local community.
Okay.
I put B.
Yeah, good. Where?
Now there is a vast shopping mall with a cinema and cafes alongside. I don't actually mind that because it means that there are lots of more things to do, and so it improves the local community.
Yes, I also like the fact that he has a real international atmosphere. Yeah, very good. Okay, 49.
Criticizes the behavior of tourists in the town.
In their town.
Daniela Navarro.
Where?
Well, the tourists have changed the nature of the town. But without no.
No, don't find it. No, it's not. It's not. That's not here.
Maybe C.
Maybe C. Where do you find it out?
When he says that the arbor is changed by from richer from people when instead he says that the actual the situation have replaced by the fishing boat. But the richer part of the country, the luxury.
It's something that the tourists wouldn't do in their town, in their hometown, not where he lives. The town of the tourists. So it is C, but when he say sometimes people start doing things that they would never think of doing back in their own hometowns. Vedi? Fanno cose che non farebbero mai nella loro città, che è quello che ti dice al 49, perché 49 ti dice criticize the behavior of tourists in their town.
Ok.
Dice tu a casa tua non lo fai, lo vieni a fare qui, è quello.
Ma è tipico degli italiani comunque.
Non solo, non solo. I tedeschi anche sono molto strong per questo, molto rispettosi delle regole a casa loro e non fuori. Anche gli inglesi sono terribili.
Ma a casa loro sono corretti?
A casa loro sono corretti perché hanno una sorta di
punizione?
Di punizione che lo temono. Laddove non sono puniti, come tutti gli esseri umani, si sentono
autorizzati a fare.
Già. Ok, 50.
Says the town is wealthier than it was before. it became a tourist resort. I have put A.
You put, well, where does it say that? The first line.
But to set and raise the living standard here.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Believes that most of the profits from the local tourist industry go abroad. A,
Yes.
always A. When Leonor Sousa say they're all based in the big cities and bring their own people, and no, agents of because they are people, they are builders, but they come outside, and so they carry the money that they do building.
Where?
No,
I don't see it. Where?
What? It is a construction companies, property developers, and the state agents were to blame because they are the ones making all the money, and they put the profit outside. I think no. So they hardly create any employment at all for local residents.
They all based in the big cities and bring their own people, so they hardly create employment for all local residents. They hardly create local. Most of the profits. Here we are not talking about employment, but about profits.
Oh, okay.
The profits go abroad. This is actually
maybe E. So maybe E.
Maybe E. Yes.
Maybe E. Yes.
The big tour operators and the owners of the hotel chains, none of whom are actually based in this country.
Yes, is not convinced that so-called green tourism actually benefits the environment. I have put D.
You put D where?
When Trisha says she talks about reusing towers and their rooms and the ecology. Nowadays there is a talk of ecology and tourism.
That actually they're not doing so much. That's good. That's very good. Okay, you know now what you have to do. You have to watch the recording. When I'm going to send you the recording, you find it. Look, how long does it take this exercise to do it? Of course, you already have done a bit before. But start to see, when you start reading from number 1, from here, and up to now, I mean, when we say, okay, that's Chandra, and you say, how long does it take to do this? And of course, you can cut off 5-6 minutes because we were discussing a bit. And so you can see how long does it take for you to do this kind of exercise.
How much time shall we have for this exercise?
You don't have a time for this exercise, but you have 1 hour 45 for all 7 parts. Okay, so we have to take the time exercise by exercise and see if we are out on somewhere and try to find out how to find the right time. Okay, so do this and then let me know how long does it take. And then start each exercise you do to see how long, even the essay. If you remember how long does it take to do the essay and the correction. Too much now, but you are doing much better.
30 minutes. Probably 30 minutes just to
30 minutes for the essay is not a lot because it's probably the longest exercise you have to do. And for writing, you have other time. You don't have the same time. It's not use of English. It's other time that you have. So let's see how long does it take. Okay, darling.
Then I need you, if you can, to send me any other titles for other 3 essays. Just as you did last time, and if you can check some other exercise from the book, so I I would like just to do.
Which exercise?
Please choice. You
Oh,
have to
some
choose
other
it.
exercises, the same.
Which
Okay,
one?
I'm going to send you the pages that are for the school, the first for school.
Okay.
Okay, or if you want, I can just send you the whole book. You know that you got a book that is First Trainer.
I have this one.
Yes, this
I
one.
have.
I got another one that is First Trainer for schools. And it's the one that I use for the young guys. And it's completely the same, but the topics are different.
Okay. No,
Okay.
send me, and if you want, please send me some topics just for the essay. So
just
I
for
have
the
to
essay.
exercise. So for the essay, and then next time, if you want, we can talk about the email.
Okay, my dear.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Big kiss.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye bye, darling.